वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः।
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। धन्यवाद महोदय। अद्यतन कक्षायां प्रथमं कानिचन अव्ययानि स्वीकरिष्यामः। अनन्तरं सर्वे लकाराः पुनरभ्यास एकवारम्। अनन्तरं लकारा के लकाराः सन्ति, अनन्तरं एकः विषयः अस्ति धातुगणः अपि अहं वक्तुम् इच्छामि. So we'll see how much time do we have. Depending on that, we'll talk about all those things. Namaste Lakshmi Mahodaya.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Another eka सूचना अस्ति. मई जून मासे प्रायः मई मासे व जून मई मासे प्रायः आर्ष सेवा केन्द्रस्य परीक्षा कर्तुम् इच्छामि. Okay, basically Arts Seva Kendra plan to take prepare exam for Sasyam in May. Okay, that is the plan. So that is a Arts Seva Kendra specific exam, like one across, like it's like a certification exam kind of thing that you have completed this course. Okay. And July Mase Sanskrit Bharatya Pariksha Asti, Pravesha Pariksha Asti. So again, if you are interested in writing that as well, so you can enroll your names, and basically Arsa Shiva Kendra will do all the formalities to make sure you can appear for that exam. Okay. So again, you don't need to do anything on your side. You just need to fill a form and give it to Arsa Shiva Kendra. Even for Sanskrit Bharati, they will apply there. They will get all the things, the books. Typically, you get the books when you apply for that. So the books also, they will get it and they will send it to you.
Same portions, Mahodaya, for both the exams?
Pardon?
Same portions for both the exams?
Yeah. So in fact, Sanskrit Bharati exam portions are lesser, if you understand. They will be whatever there is in the book. So, and most of the things in the book, except I think 5, 6 Subhasitam Prayalika are left. We are all covered already. Okay. So again, Arsa Shiva Kendra exam, maybe same portion only, a little bit here, there, that's okay. But mostly around that only. Whatever we have talked, there is nothing outside that. So that is the plan. So Mai Mase Arsa Shiva Kendrasya Pariksha, July Mase Sanskrit Bharatya Pariksha.
Mai Mase kada Pariksha asti?
May Mase Dinaka till now is not finalized, but somewhere in May.
Okay.
Any inputs you have?
Yeah, I'll be traveling May 20th. I think I leave the US. So 20, 21, 22, or no, 21, 22, 23, I'll be.
Yeah. So the dates have not been finalized yet. Yeah. So your inputs and other things can be given. Yeah. Okay, we can still give the input.
Yeah.
So June Chatwari. I am not here. Which May?
Kutah Arabhya?
20 May to 3
20
June.
May. Okay. So if we do in the beginning of May, it looks like most of the people will be comfortable.
Will be fine. May
okay.
ending, I will also be coming to India.
Fine, fine. I'll pass that message to the Pariksha.
But important
Planners.
point is how many of us plan to take the exam?
Fine, fine.
Until that.
Yeah. See, the point is, it's like just we have been writing intermediate exams, right?
Yeah.
2 we have written, so this is like the third one, final kind of thing. You can think of it like that. So that's copy.
So after we do the exam, it's the course stops, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So कोऽपि प्रश्नः सन्ति चेत् पृच्छतु. अन्यत्र मतलब that's what the typical idea is, and what my plan is that we are almost, that's why I said Subhasitam Prayalika, few are left, that will finish off possibly in March itself. And then we can actually take up question papers, solve them. We can try those. We can practice that.
Practice. That will be good. Yeah.
Yeah, we can plan on that.
If we want to do the next level, is it compulsory to do the exam, or we can?
See, the point is, as far as Arsa Seva Kendram is concerned, there is no necessity of exam. It's like if you typically people say, oh, I have, like, you feel good, right? I have cleared this kind of thing. So for that purpose, it is there. However, Sanskrit Bharati exam, if you want to write the next level, you have to clear the previous one.
Okay.
Otherwise, you are not allowed to do that. Okay. So, हम screen share करिष्यामः. Screen अत्र अस्ति. Okay. You can see the screen. This. कानिचन अव्ययानि. तो प्रथम नूतन अव्ययानि अस्ति नक्तम्. नक्तम् इत्युक्ते रात्रौ, during or at the night. उदाहरणम् आकाशे नक्षत्राणि नक्तं राजन्ते. राजन्ते shine, glow, twinkle, and even Raja Rajante presides, king.
Okay.
So it has multiple meanings. So,
okay.
Atra glitters. Atra nakshatrani Rajante. Diva itukte dine, in the day. Diva bhanuhu rajate. Okay. So naktam diva. Sayam itukte sayakale. In the evening. Udaharanam Rama Sayam Udyane Brahmati. Atra samyak nasti. Sayam Udyane Brahmati. Nityam itukte daily, regularly. Udaharanam Pitamahi Nityam Mandiram Gacchati. अत्र सर्वे शब्दाः अव्यानि कदाचित् एकदा, once upon a time. कदाचित् एकः राजा आसीत्. एकदा एकः राजा आसीत्. अनेका कथा like this iva arabhyate, starts like this. Lot of stories start like this. Ekada, kadachit, once upon a time. Another way of doing that is pura, long ago. Pura nareshah vidasenah vishalam rajyam palayati sma. Long ago, King Veersena used to rule over a large kingdom. Chiram, for a long time. Aham tava krite chiram pratiksham kritavan. अर्थः कः? कोऽपि वक्तुम् इच्छति? What does it mean?
तव कृते चिरं प्रतीक्षां कृतवान् तव कृते. For you to come, I was waiting for a long time.
I was waiting a long time for you.
Tava
krite
krite means for you.
For you.
Oh.
Tava is like Yusmad.
You are.
Yusmad Sabda Shashti Vibhakti.
Shashti, you were.
Like Mama Tava. Tava krite. For you. Tiram pratiksham kritavan. Atra vibhakti ka?
प्रतीक्षां
Dvitiya.
Dvitiya.
सम्यक् सम्यक्. एषः शब्दः विवरणं ददातु.
धातु विशेषण
कृ धातु.
धातु साधित विशेषण
Tavatu.
Kritavanti. That one, what is it?
Tavatu.
Tumun, no.
Tavatu.
Tavatu. Tavatu.
सम्यक् सम्यक्. अत्र कृते एव अव्ययम् अस्ति.
कृते
कृते we have used in षष्ठी विभक्ति
Yes.
पाठः. कृते कारणात् तव एतत् अस्ति षष्ठी विभक्ति. झटिति. So this was one set, if you understand. This was samaya related. Jhatiti. This also samaya, but yeah.
Samay.
Yeah. Soon, immediately. He bala jhatiti agacha. Come immediately.
Immediately.
Tat kshanam sadya va satvaram. Trini eva samana artha. Just now, instantly, immediately. Tat kshanam jhatiti saman. Purna samana nasti, parantu samana asti. Tat kshanam eva agacha. Okay. So this is like soon. It could mean immediately as well, but this is instantly, just now, immediately. Tat kshanam eva agacha. Sahasa. It also means immediately, but another word meaning is suddenly. Sahasa esa varta agata. Suddenly this news came.
News came.
Now there are another pairing words. Tushnim uchchaihi. Tushnim ityukte silently.
Silent.
Uchchaihi ityukte loudly. Sa gayati tushnim tishtha. Aham na srotum saknomi uchchaihi vada. Clear, right?
Yep.
Okay. So एतत् एषः शब्दः विवरणं ददातु.
Rotum.
Here.
Tumun.
तुमुन्.
Tumun.
ऋ धातु.
Sure.
Okay. So तुष्णीम् उच्चै. Now if I want to ask, अहं यदि प्रश्नं प्रष्टुम् इच्छामि, तुष्णीं शब्दै प्रष्टुं शब्देन if I want to ask question for these words.
Kidrishya. Kidrishi.
Kidrishi, if you see what exactly are they are describing what? In the sentence, just note what are they describing.
Yeah, they were.
Kriyapadam. Kriyapadasya visheshana. Visheshana. Adverb. They are adverb.
Yeah, adverbs, yeah.
So Kidrisha is for Nampadani visheshana.
Nampadani, yeah.
So English, Angla bhashaye adverb asti.
Yeah.
Adverb asti, parantu Sanskrite etat api visheshanam asti. Okay. Visheshanam na visheshanam samyak nasti. Etat avyam asti. Okay. So avyam has a variety.
Meaning सा गायति तुष्णीं तिष्ठ. Meaning क्या है? अर्थ क्या है?
Gayatri, she is singing, sit silently.
Quietly, yeah.
Sit quietly.
Keep quiet.
Keep quiet, basically.
Tushni. Tushni.
This side.
Okay.
Aham tushnim tishtami. Because I don't know anything.
Quietly. Okay. So, what would be the question for these
Question.
words?
Kim gaye.
No. I'm thinking in Hindi, kaise.
So what is kaise?
Kaise.
Kim.
Kaise ho?
Yeah.
How are you?
Ka.
Katam.
Katham.
Okay.
I thought of it first, but I thought it doesn't sound right. Something you say fancier.
Katham asti.
Yeah.
कथम अस्ति भवान् कथं वद भवान् कथं तिष्ठ भवती कथं तिष्ठ how are you sitting तूष्णीं तिष्ठ
Okay.
वा
Aham tushnim tishtani.
Tishtami.
तिष्ठामि तिष्ठ अत्र पुरुषः का
मध्यम
That is
Madhyama
the
purusha.
मध्यम
no,
Madhyam.
Madhyam.
लकार
Madhyam.
लकार
That's
Lot
the one,
lakar.
imperative, lot lakar.
सम्यक्
Tishta.
सम्यक् लोट् लकार मध्यम पुरुष. Okay, so then these were the pairs. So this is another pair. Sanaihi sighram jhatiti satvaram api asti. Sanaihi slowly. Atra pankah asti sanai sanaihi chala.
पंका means mud.
Mud.
Huh?
Pankaj.
Oh, Pankaj.
Mud.
Mud. Oh.
Pankaj. Pankaj
Pankaj
ityukte
lotus.
Yeah, Pankaja. But the lotus that grows in, yeah,
mud.
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 Yeah.
Yah panke jayate sa pankaja.
Pankaja.
Panka. Atra pankah asti sanai sanai chala. Sigram. Sigram khada pathshala vahanam purvameva agatam.
The tagline in all our lives.
Purvameva, already. It has already come.
Already. Oh.
Yeah. The school bus is already
School
here.
bus.
Eat soon.
Yeah, already.
Yeah.
So eat
Won't
fast.
wait. Yeah.
Quickly.
So
कौशेय
mandam, huh? Yeah.
कौशेय वस्त्रम अर्थ किम अर्थ कौशेय वस्त्रम
Coming to that.
Yeah.
Kausheya ityukte silk.
silk.
Okay. Kosha is a case covering, right? So the one which comes out of the covering, the silkworm creates a casing and then creates it, na? So Kaushaya.
Okay.
So mandam also can be used for sanaihi, saman artha. Anya artha api asti. Gradually, slowly is a saman artha, parantu gently, softly is anya artha. Kaushe vastram mandam prakshalayatu. So atra mandam ityukte slowly nasti, but gently, so that you don't hear it. Purvameva already. Udaharanam.
Does mandam also mean somebody who is dull and slow? Because I've heard people using that.
Manda buddhi.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So according to me, it's not a good word, mandam.
So that's what I showed you a good.
Yeah, gently. Yeah, mandam. Okay.
There it will be slowly, I think. Yes,
Gently.
Gently.
Mandam jagamaha. I think I've read in some shloka.
So purvam eva. Udharanam purvam eva upari dattam.
Datam. Patashala vahanam purvameva agata. Yeah. Agatam.
Good example, right?
Yeah.
Udaralpurva Uparidattam. Evam. Evam, so Eva and Evam are different, okay? Eva is only.
Only.
But Evam ityukte in this way. Thus. Or is this the way? Evam va. Evam aham na saknomi. I can't do it in like this. In this way, like this. So itham is another word where evam samanartha. Idanim itham vadasi kim. Now how are you talking like this?
Adasi.
Vadasi ityukte?
Yeah. Tvam. Yeah. Adasi.
Ah, from vadasi. Madhyama purusha.
Madhyama.
Okay. Another is evam eva. It is
Evam.
evam plus eva. Evam eva. Joining both of them. Evam eva. Tathaiva. Samanartha. Like that, similarly. Sa darsitvati khalu. Evam eva karotu.
Mhm.
What is the meaning?
You have seen it, right? Do it the same
She
way.
has
Yeah.
shown, isn't it?
Ah, she has shown you, right?
Darshit.
Has shown.
Darshitavati. Yeah. She
Yeah.
has shown.
She has shown.
Yeah.
Do
the-
in the same way.
Doing this.
Has she not shown it to you? Do it
Ah.
like that.
Yeah.
No. She has shown it to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Khalu.
Kalu.
That's right.
Kalu.
Yeah, isn't it? Do it like that. Eva, like, as though. Samana, similar to that. Modi eva anya kopi nasti.
Mm. Political statement not good.
So it could be in any
Any
sense,
Modi,
right?
yeah. Could be Nirav Modi also.
No. I'm not telling that. I mean Modi only, but it could be in any sense, right? There is no one like him in whatever sense you want to take.
Correct, Udaran.
It is up to you how you want to consider this, Eva. Vritha, in vain. Vritha prayatnam ma kuru.
Are you telling us?
It's like Vyatha or
Vritha.
He's telling us about the exams. Don't bother to take it.
is there a word Vyatha also, Mahoday, in Sanskritam?
Vyatha itukte pain.
Oh, Vyatha is pain. I was always thinking Vyatha is this Vritha's meaning, actually.
No. Vritha is in vain.
Okay.
So Vyatha is pain. Isn't it?
Pain. Okay.
Punaha, again.
That we know.
Punaha agacha. Come again.
Yeah.
Dwara, though, by, through, by, with. Anugya dwara pravesha. Admission with permission.
Mhm.
Re. Oh. Re bala ma dhava.
Can Ray used be with to anybody or
Somebody.
not to
Yeah,
elders?
it can be used. It can be used. So typically, oh is exclamation, right? It is more like
Yeah.
hey. It is more like hey.
Sambodhan.
Ah. So that is fine. So that's all. That's all the list. So the idea of me telling you this Vyavarika Sabda, right? It will enrich your Sambhasanam. See, they don't come under any category, under this or that. There's some avayani, like how do you otherwise? No, so I thought I'll just list out few interesting ones which I have learned, I have used. So I have collected few from books here. There are few from my experience, what I've learned in last 3 years. Some interesting words. So I just put down all the things and I shared with you.
Dhanyavadaham.
Okay, so that's all. Any copy prashna asti? न
Mhm.
अवगतं सर्वं?
Mm.
अस्तु. Okay. So now we'll start with the lakara. Okay. So we'll typically follow this pattern. Lakaraha will talk about, then we'll see a table into Parasmapadi and Atmanepadi forms. Each will have on the left side Prathama Purusa, Madhyam Purusa, Uttam Purusa, and on the top it will be Ekvachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam. We have been already seeing this. Just to highlight, we are going to do this. So Prathama Lakara किम् अस्ति?
लट्
कः?
लकार
लट् लकार. सम्यक् सम्यक्. So पट् धातु लट् लकार.
पठति
पठति पठसि पठामः
प्रथम पुरुष.
प्रथम पुरुष.
पठति.
पठति, पठतः पठन्ति,
पठतः
पठन्ति.
पठसि
पठसि,
पठसि पठतः
पठतः पठथ
पठतः
पठामि पठावः
पठामः,
पठामः.
सम्यक्. So वन्द धातु आत्मनेपदी लट् लकार.
लभ लभते
वन्द
वन्द
वन्द वन्दते
वन्दते
वन्देते वन्दन्ते
वन्दन्ते,
वन्दसे वन्देथे वन्दध्वे वन्दे वन्दावहे वन्दामहे.
बहु सम्यक्, बहु सम्यक्. एतत् अस्ति पठति पठसि पठति पठत पठन्ति पठसि पठत पठथ पठामि पठाव पठाम वन्दते वन्देते वन्दन्ते वन्दसे वन्देथे वन्दद्वे वन्दे वन्दावहे.
Too fast, sir. Too fast.
You had already done it now, right? So I
but
thought
don't
I'll just
remember. Vandase, vandete. Okay. Vandete.
and I've tried to put these things in the small here. Okay, again, today I will show you that these are not the actual ones. Okay, the actual one are something else, but for ease of remembering, we have just put these things there. Okay, you remember this second one, Lrit Lakara?
Lrit. Yeah.
पठिष्यति,
पठिष्यति
पठिष्यतः
पठिष्यतः पठिष्यसि पठिष्यतः
पठिष्यतः
पठिष्यत
पठिष्यामि,
पठिष्यामः
पठिष्यामः.
So actually, if you see, it is very easy. If you remember Lat Lakara,
Very similar to that.
just before here, after the dhatu, just add ish. Ishya in between. That's all. To all of them. All the 18 forms. All the 18. 9 year, 9 year. Okay. So what I've done is I've written here, if you just do ish plus lat. Okay, actually it's not ish. Just a minute.
It's not ish. Sure,
not
dear.
ish.
Sure.
Ishya.
Yeah.
इष्य वन्दिष्यते
Ishya.
Okay. Ishya. Ish. Like this. Because Ishya plus Ati. Correct. So Pat plus Ishya plus Ati. It will become Patishyati. Pat, Ishya, Patishya, Ta. Patishyata. Patishanti. So if you see all of them are exactly just adding this in between. Even these. Atmanepadi.
वन्दिष्यते,
Vandishyate. Vandishyate. Vandishyate.
Okay. So if you remember Lat Lakara, Lrit is Saralameva. Okay. So Lit Pratyay is equal to Ishya plus Lat Pratyay. Equation I have created for you. Okay. Clear? Any doubts? Anything? Fine, right? So, Patishyati, Patishyata, Patishanti, Patishyasi, Patishyatha, Patishyatha, Patishyami, Patishyavaha, Patishyamaha, Vandishyate, Vandishyete, Vandishyante, Vandishyase, Vandishyethe, Vandishyadve, Vandishyase,
वन्दिष्ये
वन्दिष्ये,
Vandishye,
वन्दिष्यामहे.
Vandishyavahe,
वन्दिष्यामहे
Vandishyamahe.
वन्दिष्यामहे
Okay. Anantaram, Kah
Lang
lakara?
lakara. Lang
Lang.
lakara.
Lung.
Lung lakara. So what's special about it?
Apatat.
Dasutana.
Apatat.
Okay. So tell me then. What is that?
Apatat.
Apatat.
Apatatam.
Apatatam.
Apatatam. Apatatan.
Apatan.
Apatan.
Apatan. Yeah.
Apatam.
Apatha.
Apata.
Apatatam.
Yeah, with the
Again.
th. Yeah. These good.
Samyak.
Apatata.
Apatama.
Apathama.
Tam.
Apatham.
Tam.
Apatam.
Apatava.
Apatava.
Apatama.
Patama.
Samyak. Vand. Avadatam.
Avandatam.
Avandata.
Avandata.
So it is similar. Apatat.
Avandata.
Avandata. So here the difference is it is a halanta shabda. Atra akara asti. Okay. So this is a very interesting difference, and because of that, lot of confusion happens when we find this word. Because sometimes the akara is there, akara is not there, and then you get confused because akara not there looks like this. See, this is similar to this, right? Atat. But the point is that's where you need to know whether it is a Atmanepadi dhatu or Parasmaipadi dhatu.
Okay, Parasmaipadi is apatat and Atmanepadi will avandata.
Yeah. No halan.
Apatata.
Avandata.
Avandata.
Yeah, but Prathama Purusha will be apatat if it is Parasmaipadi.
Yeah.
Okay, so here apatatam avandetam, apatan avandanta. So they are slightly different. Okay, you see there are some takara is there extra here. Some changes are there here and there. So then apataha here, apatatam, apatata here, avandatha, avandetham, avandadhvam.
Avandadhvam.
Okay, so this follows very similar to this. You can see little bit of similarity there. Then apatham, apatava, apathama, avande, avandavahi, avandamahi.
Vandamahi.
Okay, so here the ikara, it became ikara.
Ikara.
Ekara became ikara here. If you see it was ekara here, it became ikara, and otherwise this is all same. And once you get this part, the lot is not too different. A lot of matching is there. That's the next one. So these are the four we have learned. Okay. So do you remember lot for pat dhatu?
Patatu.
Hmm.
Patatu.
Patat.
Patata.
Patantu.
Atra I am darsirami.
Patatam. Patatam.
Patatam.
Patatam.
Patantu.
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 Pata.
Patha,
Patatam.
patatam, patata.
Patata.
The same name.
Patani.
Patani.
Patani,
Patava.
patava.
Patama.
So if you see, these all, lot of these things are same here. If you see that? Only this and this are main difference, and this visarga is difference, and this ukara is there. This anyway we remember, not difficult. But these are the other ones which are different. Otherwise, if you see, they are like atam, ata, atam, ata, ama, ava. You see that? And if you remember this matching, the same way the matching is here. Now that, however, there is a difference. I hope you note that. You may say if they are same, then I'll get confused, right? What is the difference between this and this?
This A in the first.
Lang lakara has a always in the beginning.
Yeah.
So that is a differentiator.
Okay.
Okay, I've not highlighted the a there, but that is the differentiator in lang lakara. Otherwise, they look very similar. Okay, so here also, if you see This is slightly different, but otherwise etam, etham, avahai, anta, adhvam. So there is a similarity between these. That's what I wanted to point out. So if you remember this, remembering this will be easier. The way I showed you, remembering lut makes you remember lit. In fact, lut and lit is
Lut
you can
and
say
lit are
identical only.
similar.
Yeah. Here there are slight differences. So it became patatu, patatam, patantu, patha, patatam, patata, patani, patava, patama, vandatam, vandetam, vandantam, vandaswa, vandetham, vandadhvam, vandai, vandavahi,
Vandamahi.
vandamahai. Okay, so these are the 4 lakaras we have learned. Okay, and pravesha and all your exams, that's all. These lakaras, nothing more than that. Any guess? How many total lakaras are there?
You told us 10, I think.
10. Okay, so now I'll show you all the lakaras together. Okay, and right now we are just given some basic things. Why? So we got one present tense, one future tense, one past tense,
Past tense.
and then one imperative. That's how we covered. Okay, but if you see the complete all 10 lakaras on the scale of time, where do they fit? So that's what I'll show you. So there is a sloka there. Lad vartamane led vede bhute lung lang lit sthatha vidyasisostu ling lotov ring litov lut bhavishyati. Okay, again, I'm not that good at reading slokas. Otherwise, people read it pretty musically. Okay, it can be read very nicely and it gets memorized very easily when you read like that. But I know I'm not good at reading that way. So I am more good at reading by breaking it up. So this whole thing,
Yeah.
lot of sandhi is there. If you break it up, you will see this lat.
Lat vartamane.
Takara is a sandhi there. So
Yeah.
lat vartamane, then late vede,
Late.
ute, lung lang lit. Okay, tatha. So this is basically litaha. Litaha karanam bahuvachanam. Lung lang lit they have put together, no? So they made it bahuvachanam, litaha. Okay, that's why this visarga becomes sakara. So this is basically lung lang lit. They are all 3 bhutkalas. Then vidhi ashisaha. So ashish. So there are 2. So this became ashishoho. So that's what I just separated it out. So these are the 2 which gives like when you give asirvadam or some procedure you want to say some sambhavna and all those things. That's where you use that. And to ling lot. So again there are 2. So lotau it became ling lot. Okay. Ring lit. Oh, again 2. Lut bhavishyati. So ring lit lut. These 3 are future tense. Okay. Ling is basically these 2. These 2 are the ling. That's what it is. And lot is basically the imperative one. Okay. So one
I
present
didn't follow anything. Sorry.
Huh?
I didn't understand a thing. Yeah.
Okay. Did you understand? Well, I am just explaining how I broke up this sloka.
Yeah.
Is
So
that
lat
clear?
lakara is vartamane, present tense.
No, I'm just telling. Just see.
Yeah.
This dakara is at
Yeah, yeah.
the
That I
Similarly,
got. But what it
this
means, I did not get.
meaning I haven't told. I'm just telling the
Oh,
breaking.
okay. Thank you.
I'm just telling of the breaking. Have you understood the
Okay.
breaking part?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
that I did. Yeah.
Now what I'm saying is lat is vartaman, present tense. Okay.
Mhm.
Bhute, past tense is lung, lang, lit. These 3 are past tense.
Okay.
So we have learned only
Only
lung.
lung.
Only
We
lang.
have learned
Lang.
only lang. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, you may wonder why 3 past tense. I'll tell you why.
Past
Okay.
continuous must be a past.
No. I'll tell you. Then late is basically Veda. Late is something which is typically we found in Vedas.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not used in day-to-day common usage. That lakara is found typically in Vedas. And Vidhi and Ashish are 2 forms of ling lakara. So Vidhi ling, Ashi ling. So Vidhi is like a procedure. If you want to do some procedure, some sambhavana, probability, possibility. Ashish is more like Asirvada and other things if you want to do. That is done in ling lakara. Okay. Then lot is imperative, we have learned. Okay. Ring, lit, and lut are future tense.
So we have
Like
learned
we have,
lut.
Lut. Lut.
so like 3 past tense, 3 future tense.
Future tense. Okay.
Okay. So 3 here, 3 here, 6, then 7,
7,
then
8.
8, then 9 and
9.
10. Okay. I hope you are clear.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now if I want to show it diagrammatically, it will look like this. Okay. If this is the scale of time and this is the present, adyatana, today,
Okay.
this is lat.
Okay. Lut and lot.
Lot.
Lot is actually not a tense, it is mood, so it can be used anywhere.
Yeah.
It is not
Okay.
really adyatana, but I have to put somewhere, so I put it here. Okay. So then if you have future tense before the midnight, coming midnight,
Oh,
future from now to midnight, then you use lirit lakara. That's
seriously?
what we have learned.
Oh.
Oh, only midnight?
Yes.
So it's in the
future
same
till
day.
midnight. That's what.
Okay.
That means
Dvadasa vadanam.
immediate, like only that day.
Yeah, immediate.
Something that would
Dvadasa-
happen in near future types, is it?
Yeah, it's like near future.
Yeah.
Dvadasa vadanam. Okay. And if you want to do till past, till yesterday's midnight, matlab today's midnight, what happened, then it is lung.
We don't know that.
We don't.
We have not learned that. Okay, so that's how these two past and present came here. Now, if you go beyond that,
And why did we? Sorry.
Huh?
Why did we do the lit lakara and then the lung lakara? Why not the?
They are easier forms.
Ah, okay. That is easy, right? I don't want to learn the others.
I know
Very
it looks
easy.
odd. When I also learned, I also had a doubt. Why didn't it do properly
Yeah,
this
keep
one,
it
this
in
one,
this
and this one?
time frame. Yeah.
Yeah, but that becomes easy. So that's why we do that.
Okay.
And again, more than that, we have been using this tavatu, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
To make it
that is
even
fine.
easier.
Tavatu we can generally use.
Okay.
So if you go beyond midnight, past tense,
Lung.
beyond today's, then it is lung. And in future, if you go, it becomes lut. Okay. I hope you see this.
Yeah.
Now, if it is beyond, matlab lot back in time, where possibly I was not even present. Okay, like you are talking about Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all those things, then it becomes lit. Okay. So that's how you got 3 past tense. 1, 2, 3. And
Yeah.
Shametam, actually future there are 2 only, lirit and lot. Okay, lot. The other one is not actually a future.
Present
It is
tense.
a ling lakara. This is a special one. Basically, it is like conditional. It is, though it is, matlab, had this been done, then this would have happened. If you want to use in some that sense, then it is not really a bhavishyat. It is a conditional statement kind of thing. So that is ring. Okay, so that's why, though it is like indicate, it's not like it's a lot doesn't have a tense, right? So this actually doesn't have a tense, but yeah, it's sort of futuristic estimation, prediction, like that. That's how we put it. Then another one is a link with this vidhi or ashir. Okay, so or a procedure or a asirvada and things like that. And this is late, this is like beyond the time. So that's what the things used in Veda. So it is like beyond time. It is just told about there are things. And so that's where you use late lakara. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So on the scale of time, it is like this. Yeah.
So the ling is not like the. You told us for mood. Which one was it? Was it lot?
Lot.
Yeah. So the ling lakara is not like lot.
It is similar. That's why, see, actually they are. I have
Because
not
you
put
said mood. Yeah.
so mood is
Blessing.
this.
And also
Mood is lot.
blessing, you said. Yeah.
this is like Sambhavna, Asirvadam. Lot also few things are there in that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
but these are very specific ones.
Okay.
These are very specific ones. They are specially meant for Asi is meant for specially Asirvadam only.
Yeah.
Okay, and Vidhi is meant for any procedure, any Sambhavna, and so I am expecting you to come, right? So I'll use Vidhiling there.
Mhm.
Okay. For timing, we have been using lot for many of them. I know that,
Yeah.
but that's okay. That is also Samek, not incorrect there. But these are specific ones, specifically used for that. So at least this is how I could at least visualize what these lakaras are doing diagrammatically. So I wanted to share the same diagram with you. So when I learned, I got all the information. Then I created this diagram based on that information.
Mhm.
So this is like, so just to summarize whatever I told, right? I put few lines below, like lat is vartmanaha, present tense form for someone doing something, and then a transformed form for causing, for making others do that something. That is niche forms. So typically we have learned about the pat, patati, dhara, dharati, like this, right? Now there is a niche pratyaya, which if you add to that the same dhatu, lat lakara itself, it becomes you are getting it done by someone. One is you are doing something, because all dhatu is action, right? So you doing action and you getting done that action by someone else. That's what the niche is added. Niche is more like I. So for example, if you see pat, patati, pathayati. Okay, so pathati is I am studying, pathayati is I am teaching. I'm making someone study. Right. So dharati, dharayati. I'm holding, I'm making you hold it. Shrunoti, sravayati. I'm listening, I'm making you listen. Basically, I'm telling you. Okay. Pashyati, darshayati. Smarati, smaryati. Karoti, karyati. Uttishtati, utthapayati. Okay. Uttishtati, I'm waking up. Utthapayati, I'm waking up someone. Getting someone woke. No, not really. Shamyata. Uttishtati is, yeah, I am waking. Uttisthami is I am waking. Uttishtati is he is waking. He's waking. Utthapayati is he is getting someone woken up. Okay. So it's like if getting the action done by someone else, okay, you are triggering it, then it becomes the niche form. So I thought while that I'm telling, along with that there is something like this. I'll just let you know. So you might see these words. These are also yeah.
Can you just scroll back, please, a bit on top to the previous one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just those things that you wrote. Adyatanaha, I understood. It's today, within today.
Anadyatana.
Not today, beyond, more than 24, more than midnight, right?
Yes.
No, those things you've written on.
Yes. Adyatana is we learned today.
Yeah,
today.
that's what I said. That's today.
So this is an plus adyatana.
Yeah, not today. Yeah,
not
beyond
today.
today. Yeah. And what is paroksham?
Paroksham is
way beyond.
Remote. See, pratyaksha and paroksha, these two words are there. Pratyaksha is which is visible
Present.
to me, present. So paroksha is which is not directly visible to me.
Yeah. And Nadyatana.
Anadyatana.
Not today.
Yeah.
That's
So
what it
I'll
is.
use these words here in the explanation.
Oh, sorry. I thought you missed that. What was right on top?
No. So
Today I'm
that's why
going to be
went-
jumping the
went-
gun today. Very sorry. Yeah.
Chinta mastu. So this was lat. Then lit is basically paroksha bhutaha, is remote past.
Okay, paroksha.
Paroksha.
Okay. So lut. So if I want to use actually Visheshanam kind of thing, then I parokshaha bhutaha. But I meant paroksha bhuta. If I want to join, then I can avoid. I can use the pratipadikam form. Okay. Same here. Adyatana, Bhavishyat. Okay. Anadyatana bhavishyat. Future beyond today. Lut. Then Lit is Samanya Bhavishyat, immediate indefinite future tense form, formed by inserting Ishya before the suffix of the Lat Lakara form. Patati Patishyati. Then late is Samayaha Parena, beyond the time, typically in Vedaha. Okay. Lot is Prerna, imperative mood. Lung is Anadatana Bhutaha,
Mhm.
past beyond today. The A in Lang Lakara for a word with prefix is need to be prefixed before any of the prefixes. Okay. Some highlights points I am just mentioning here. So Veshyati, Veshayati is Aveshyat. Okay, but Pariveshayati is Pari Aveshayat, so it becomes Paryaveshat.
Paryavesha.
Gachati is Agachat, but Agachati is A plus Agachat, so it becomes Agachat.
Ag.
Okay. And Ling Lakara is there are two varieties, Vidiling and Ashihiling. Okay, so Vidiling is like Vidhi, Kartavya, duty, Sambhavna, may, possibly, would, should, context based. Probably is implicit in case of Sambhavna. And Ashiling is more like Kamana Asirvad. So example, because you had, so I gave some example here. Yanam idanim agachet. Vehicle may or should come now. Agachet. Okay. Mama pratyagamane vilamba shat. There may be delay in my return. So this is as dhatu actually.
So
Asti
that
became
is
shat.
maybe is
Maybe. May. Sambhavana. Okay. Sita prayaha pustakam na pathet. Sita typically in general usually may not read the book.
Praya.
Okay. So these are some examples. Again, just to get accustomed that this is one of the usage. We have used a similar lot at times, but these are some special lakara there. Lung is samanya bhutaha, immediate past. Ring is bhutaha, bhavishyan karanam. This was the one especially I was telling. So bhuta bhavishyan karanam prabhava. So used in cause result combination in sense of what didn't happen, like if this would have happened. So it's more like yadi tarhi. So if this wouldn't happen, then this would happen, or something like that, some combinations. Okay, so don't go in detail, don't worry about that. But the interesting way, the formation of this is also done in an interesting way because of this bhut bhavishan karanam prabhava. It is a combined creation of the lung and lit lakara. We have abhavat and bhavishyati. Okay, so in this, you take this you take this ta, and from this you take bhavishya, and you make it a bhavishyat. Okay, so it's a weird combination. So again, but if you remember these two, this will become easy to remember, create. You can, using these two, you can always create this. Okay, so these are the 10 lakaras, 10 lakara. And now they may look all hodgepodge, this kind of thing. How do you even remember these names, right? So then I figured out a secret. Okay, it maybe there people know about it, but I somehow related that I know these all different names are there. At least I can remember the names. That is very easy. Okay, I don't know which one is what. That may be difficult, but remembering is easy. Okay, how? Actually, if you see, la, li, lu, ri, le, lo. These are like the swaras, if you understand.
Swaras, yeah.
A, I, U, li, a, o.
Ah,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So lut, lit, lut,
Lit.
ret, let, lot.
Oh.
And then
Lung,
same
ling,
again, la, li, lu, ri. 4 only because 6 are already done here. So lung, ling, lung, ling.
lang, ling, lung, ling.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Nice.
So that's how I remember that these are the 10 lakaras.
Mm.
Okay, which one is what? That forget about that. We'll
That
do later,
is-
but at least I now know the name of the 10 lakaras. Okay. Matlab, beautiful. It is just a uniform pattern there. Okay. So in fact, I have ordered them in that pattern only if you notice carefully. Lat,
Yeah.
lit,
Lat, lit,
Yeah.
lit,
lut,
lit,
lut,
lot, then lung, ling,
ling,
Ling.
pralung,
Lung and
pralung.
Hey,
This.
cool.
La, li, le, lu,
Yeah.
le, lu.
I have to make a song for that and sing it nicely so we can all remember.
really?
Sounds like a lullaby.
And interestingly, so I had a doubt here. Okay, I had a doubt. So shall it be Rikara or it's Ri? Okay. So I searched. In fact, there are some places they have put Rikara here, but that doesn't seem to be correct. It is a Rikara is the correct form. Okay, so that is the
Yeah.
correct one. Okay. So fine. This is what I wanted to tell you about the Lakaras. Again, you don't need to remember all, but just information, interesting. Yeah. So
it
at
is
least you
nice
know
to
that.
know that there are
Yeah,
10, but we have to
this
learn
is
before.
So if you want to go to the next
we are
few
being
levels,
taught for.
yeah.
In my case, we are being taught for.
And interesting thing is what these lakaras, na, even all the 4 levels, if you complete, na, they're all 10 are not taught. And in fact, that's the discussion in my level 3, my teacher and we all are doing. She is very inclined like that. I also like the way she does. She said, all fine levels and other things, but somewhere we should have this information. We should learn about these all lakaras somewhere, right? She's like very much into that. So we are exploring where do we get the information about all the lakaras in detail. Ashtadhyayi has the lakaras. They have the tables for it. But I think late may not be, I'm doubtful if late is there.
Late is not there.
Late typically it comes only in Vedas and other things, right? So they typically don't put the tables. So we are into that. Okay, we'll figure out. See, the point is it's not about just remembering the table. It is about the technique of creating the table.
Yeah.
So that's what we are more into exploration mode, how they are getting created. Now, interestingly, I'll tell you for Vibhakti, what we did, we actually had 7 plus 1 Vibhakti and 3 Vachanam. So we have 21 if you understand that way.
Yeah.
And 21 prefixes I told you, using that I can create all Vibhakti for any Pratipadika. Similarly, if you see Atmanepadi, there are 9. Parasmepadi, there are 9. So 9 and 18. Okay, but now you may wonder, oh, for Lat Lakara 18, another Lakara. No. For all Lakaras, these 18 are the ones which can create all Lakaras. Okay, now there are some extra rules given for the different Lakaras. That's all it is given. But the prefixes are only 18. Okay.
Don't believe you.
I'll show you that. Okay, so using 18 and the 21 earlier, these we can create all Vibhakti, all Lakara. That is how it is. Okay, so I'll show you. Before that, I thought I'll tell you about something called Dhatu Gana. Now this Dhatu Gana is now even, for example, obviously it's difficult to believe because even Lat Lakara, forget about other Lakaras, right? I see something different. For example, Pat became Patati, but Da became Dadati. Right. Now, like, how can it be same? It is different now. Right. Not only this, then there are others also. For example, Pa, Pibati. Pibati. We have done that, right? Kri, Karoti.
Yeah.
All are Lat, Prathama Purusa, Ekvachanam. And if I'm telling one prefix to all of them, how does it happen like this? Now, this variation is not because the Lakara, not Prathama Purusa Ekva, not because of that, but it is because of the Dhatus are of different varieties. In fact, based on this variation, how it transforms, Panini Mahodaya has divided all these Dhatus in 10 different Ganas. Okay, categories. And that's what is called Dhatu Ganaha. And as soon as I know this Dhatu belongs to this category, it will always transform like this only. Okay. So Pathati, Pat dhatu is basically is Gana 1. And the maximum number of dhatus are in Gana 1 only.
Mm.
Okay, so that's why they're very simple. Most of them are like that. That's why we told you the basic common one.
Yeah.
Much change.
Patati, lekati. Yeah.
Okay. But now there are few which are in different Gana. For example, Da is in Tritiya Gana. Okay, so first one is called Bhavadi Gana. Okay, Bhavadi Gana. The names are given with the first dhatu in the Gana. So Bhu Adi. So Bhavadi Gana. Okay. Then what happens? The Tritiya Gana is a Juhotyadi Gana. Juhoti is a Juha dhatu is the first one there. Da is in that and all those things. So in that Gana, what happens? Whenever you use the dhatu, there is a doubling of that word. That's why the dati it became.
Yeah.
Dadati. Oh.
Yeah.
So in that group, whoever are there, there will always be a doubling. Okay, if you remember another one, Bibheti. Okay, Bibheti, it's a bhi dhatu, Bibheti. So
What is
then
it?
there is fear.
Fear. Yeah.
Bibheti.
Bibheti.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, for example, these another set of Krinati. The dhatu is Kri dhatu. Where this the
Yeah.
nakara came from? Na.
Because of the rain.
So that category, all the dhatus, there will be additional na there.
Oh.
So that's how these categories basically tell you how the formation happens. Okay. So in each category, they define what is the
Main thing. I lost you.
Yeah, I think we're not able to hear.
We are not able.
Okay. I thought only I couldn't hear.
Yeah,
and
that's
all those T or Te. Hello?
Now we hear you, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay,
Now
okay.
we can.
Yeah. So what I was telling is that's how the dhatu gana decides what speciality we need to add with that, and then add a tite or whatever it is to form the actual word. Okay. So if I want to summarize, like, so the kriya padam, dhatu gana is category of dhatu. So kriya padam is basically created by dhatu plus vikarana pratyaya plus akhyat pratyaya. Okay, that's how you add these two pratyas, and that's how you get the actual kriya padam. Okay, till now I've been just telling you the ti, te, tam, all those things. But if you understand, actually I'm not telling that. I've been telling both of the things together. I told you ati. So ati, it's not actually ati. Ati is a vikrana pratyaya there.
Vikrana.
And ti is the thing.
T is the
Yeah.
Okay, so now because of that, now you may wonder another place the ati may not be valid because the avikran pratyaya may not be there. It may be in a different gana. Okay, so that's why I told you for first ready reference, because prathama gana dhatu are the maximum. In most cases, that logic will work. Okay, so now based on dhatu expresses the action, vikarana pratyaya expresses the ganaha. Which it belongs to. Hence, it can be used to figure out the gana of a kriya padam. As soon as I know what is the vikrana pratyaya, I could identify which gana it belongs to. Actually, experts do other way around. Which gana it is, then you add the vikrana pratyaya.
Yeah, that's the only way it can work. Not expert. I thought that's the only way it will work. Yeah. Because we don't
That's
know
how they were done originally.
Okay. And then the akhyat pratyaya decides the lakara, tensa, purusha of the kriya padam.
Yeah.
Okay. So it consists of two things. One is an indication for a particular lakara, and another one is the following common lakara pratyaya. Like for all vibhakti, we had a pratyaya. So like for all these 9, prasmapadi 9, atmanepadi 9, 18, we have these pratyayas. So they are the common pratyayas for all lakaras. Now there is the indication that this lakara, for example, lit, you have to add ishya, this, that, all those, some jugglery is there like that, right? So that you add for a lakara, and then you add this pratyaya, you get the lakara. Okay, so vikaran pratyaya plus this, then you becomes the pratyaya. So vikaran pratyaya I didn't want to get into detail because 10 gana are there. 10 out of that 2 gana doesn't have any pratyaya, and other 8 has some pratyaya, vikaran pratyaya there. So I didn't want to go in detail of that, but
Yeah.
you understood. Pathati is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Something like that. So apart from that, then you have these table which is a lakar pratyaya which will add. So they are these. T to na. T here to na here. Okay. So tip tas ji, sip thas tha, mip vas mas, ta atam, jha thas atham dhvam, jhat vahi mahim. Now if you see, somewhat it is
Vahi.
reminding you, right?
Vahi, vahi.
Yeah.
It's
Wahi,
coming
wahi,
from here,
yeah.
mahi is coming from here.
Vahi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Atham.
Okay.
Atham.
Atham. So obviously there is some processing after this, which is done.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, there are standard rules. There is no random thing. There is a full prescribed algorithm there. Okay. And if you follow the algorithm, naturally you'll get those words only. So these are the 18 sets. And these, because it's the first is ti and the last is na, so it is called ting. Okay.
Thing.
Thing.
Okay.
Like you called soup there. You remember soup?
Yeah. Yeah. Soup. Yeah.
Anything which ends in soup, we call subanta.
Supan.
All Nam Padani are Subanta Padam. Now, similarly, all Kriya Padam are Tinganta Padam. Kriya Padam is Ting plus Anta Sabda is Tinganta Sabda. So, Kriya Padam is Dhatuhu plus your in between Pratyas, Vikaran Pratyaya, all those things. And Ting Pratyaya, then you get the Lakara. So, Padam Prakriti Pratyaya is Prakriya. So, same thing. So, this formula is applicable to both. Prakriti is Dhatu here. Pratyaya you apply. Okay, so the prakriya is called lakara formation and you get a kriya padam. Okay, in the nam padani, what I did, I took a pratipadikam here, I took a sup pratyaya here, and then I got a vibhakti here. Prakriti was pratipadikam, pratyaya was sup pratyaya, and prakriya was vibhakti. And then I got a nam padani. So nam padam was the output. Okay, so these are the two standard rules which are applied in the overall Vyakaranam of Sanskrit. One is Vibhakti, one is Lakara. So with that, I given you an overview of what exactly they are. And we have been doing all little bit here, there. And so I thought this is a time where I can give a bigger picture to you. What exactly is there in store?
Mahodaya, what is tip? What is the pa halant? What does it mean? We say tip. Yeah. So we say patati. What is pa, the halant?
So typically what happens, there is something called anubandha, or what we call is it sangya. So there are many letters which have this property. Sangya is more like a property. Okay, so they have this property of it. Okay, what is the property of it? Once you have a property of it, it vanishes, it disappears. Okay, so that's what is called, it is an anubandha, it vanishes, it has that property. Now, even if you see tumun, right? Tumun, finally what you do, you just have tum at the end.
Tum, yeah.
The un is not there.
No,
Right?
is not.
No, it's not there.
Un is not there. Tumun.
Un is
Yeah.
not there. U is also there. Tumun we say, but ta and va
Un-
we add.
Un is in sanya. It is like a adrishyam jatam, lopaha, vanishes. Because it is a it's sanya, it is a now the fundamental question may come. If anyway you have to vanish, why do you need
Why
to
do you
vanish
keep it?
this
Yes.
Why do you need that crutch?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's a very fundamental question I also had when I was learning all those things. And the point is, at that time, we don't realize. So I said, okay, fine, we have it. Okay, but now, apart from level 3, I am also a little bit attending few Panini fundas and algorithms there. And that is like eye openers. Now, what they do is, based on this thing which will disappear, okay, the algorithm depends on this disappearing thing. If pakara is disappearing, then I'll introduce this. If this is disappearing, then I'll introduce this. If this is disappearing, then I'll transform it like this.
That is for the sandhi then?
Not only sandhi, to bring in other logic.
Okay.
Okay, so there are a lot of logic. The transformation which happens, it depends also on these things which vanish.
Which is disappearing.
Okay, so it is important. Okay.
It is important. If you want to apply the rules, algorithm, if you want to write a program, algorithm you want to follow, these are important. These are important. I know. See, right now what we learned, we said, okay, this is what you add, we get it, all this kind of thing. But if you want to really get into that detail of grammar, then these
Yeah,
becomes
it's too
important.
much. Yeah.
In fact, the dhatu which you are learning, right? For example, pat, pach, all those things. Okay, so whatever dhatu we are learning, they are more like vyavarika dhatu, that dhatu we are using day to day. Actually, they have also lot of invisible things around them.
Mm.
Okay, for the dhatu pach, it is actually do pachans. Do pachans. Okay, now though other things gets vanished, but the point is before they vanish, they do some processing on that. So the original dhatu, which is listed by Panini, they have all these varieties. We just took up the Vyavarika form right now. Again, these all are interesting, and if we would need it to be known only if you get into more of the Panini Vyakaranam. Otherwise, for Vyavarika thing, you don't need to know all this. Okay, that's all. So I'll stop here. So you can just revise, look into all this above tables. That's what I wanted to summarize for today. So I have given enough of information. And again, I hope it is not overloaded, but it's more of a fun and interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Nothing will stay in the head, but while listening to it, it's very
While listening, it is very
Yeah.
interesting.
It's very
The way I look at this information is here, at least I know there is something.
Some reasoning. Yeah. It's not random.
I may
yeah.
not remember. That's
Yeah.
where I give notes, right? I can go and refer to it again, no problem. But even if I don't even know that there exists something like this, that is like ignorance.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know, oh, something is happening. Oh, there is some
Yeah,
funda there. Okay. So that is the
It's good
intention
to know
of
there's
share.
some reasoning behind the madness. There is
Not
something
simply
there.
memorizing.
Yeah.
In fact, that's what I'm telling you. Even in level 3, there were many questions I had which were unanswered. Okay. That's where I started. There is a parallel session going on, Panini Vyakaranam. Okay. And coincidentally, that my level 3 teacher is my teacher in that class also.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And she is not with RCSeva. She is doing this Panini is happening in some other place. Okay. So it's like she is what do you say, like a total mathematician to understand the Sanskritam. So for her, it's like a fun. She plays around with all these things. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where I started understanding what they are, why this, and from my, so I will tell you, I learned this recently, all these things, and I have shared this with you in level 1 itself.
Dhanyavada. We are I think also we asked a lot of questions.
That just reminds me of myself. In my class, I used to be the biggest troublemaker. Okay, so any other questions, any other doubts if you have?
No.
Okay, so then maybe we'll say the prayers and wrap up for today, at least in the class.
Yep.
Yeah, Santa Bhagini, can you do the prayers?
Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha Mohdaya.
धन्यवादः